As Jake's plane was falling, the man in the control tower was silently crying. He had been waiting for this moment for 20 years, because today he would save his son without revealing his identity, and Jake would never know. The sun was setting low over Toronto Pearson International Airport. March 15th, 2003, 2:47 p.m. Air traffic controller Mike Harrison was sipping his coffee while monitoring the radar dots on his screen. It was a quiet afternoon just like any other. But Mike's heart was racing, because today was different. Today, his son Jake Mitchell was taking his first solo flight. Mike knew that Jake had no idea he existed. 23 years ago, when his relationship with Jake's mother Sarah ended, Mike was just a 22-year-old rookie air traffic controller. Sarah had told Mike she was pregnant, but Mike was focused on his career back then. He had made a mistake. A huge mistake. Tower, this is November 742. Tango, ready for departure. Mike froze. That voice. He reached for his microphone. He noticed his hands were trembling. November 742 Tango. Cleared for takeoff. Runway 06 right. Wind 240 at 12 knots. Copy, Tower. November 742. Tango rolling. Mike watched Jake's aircraft on his screen. Cessna 152. White fuselage with blue stripes. He knew it from Jake's flight school, because Mike had been secretly following his son's training. They had never met, but Mike knew everything. He knew Jake's favorite food, cheeseburgers. He knew Jake's fears, heights, ironically enough. He knew Jake's dreams, becoming a commercial pilot. And Mike knew that Jake had his mother's blue eyes. Tower, November 7th. 42 Tango climbing to 3,000 feet. Roger 742 Tango. Maintain 3,000. Weather update. Visibility 10 miles. Few clouds. Mike tried to keep his voice steady, but inside he was breaking apart. There was his son up in the sky alone. And Mike could help him, but could never tell him who he was. 15 minutes passed. Jake was following his route. Everything seemed normal. Then the weather changed. Tower, this is 742 Tango. There was panic in Jake's voice. We have a problem. Mike stood up. 742. Tango, what kind of problem? Engine's making noises and there's a red light on the panel. Mike's heart stopped. The other controllers around him had noticed, but Mike had already grabbed the microphone. 742 Tango, stay calm. I'm here with you. Let's check your engine parameters first. What's your RPM? RPM is dropping from 1,800 down to 1,500. Mike's 20 years of experience kicked in, but this time was different. This time, it was his son. 742 Tango, set mixture to rich, turn fuel pump to on. I'm doing it. It's not working. Engine still... Wait, I see smoke. Mike's breath caught. Smoke. That wasn't good. 742. Tango, give me your position. Where are you? I'm southeast of the airport, about 8 miles out. Altitude 2,800 feet and descending. Mike looked at his screen. He could see Jake's position, and there was no suitable emergency landing area nearby. 742. Tango, listen to me. Can you fly with the engine making noise? I don't know. There's too much vibration, and I'm losing altitude. Mike's eyes filled with tears. For 20 years he had imagined this moment, the moment he would meet his son. But not like this. It wasn't supposed to be like this. 742 Tango, stay calm. Your adrenaline is high, I understand. But now you need to be professional. First, check your airspeed. Maintain 65 knots. 65 knots? Okay, 65 knots. Good. Now tell me your engine indicators. Oil pressure? Oil pressure. 0. It's at 0. Mike swallowed hard. 0 oil pressure meant engine seizure. And that meant 742 Tango, shut down the engine. Right now. Shut down the engine? But, Jake! Mike had lost control. He had said his name. Silence on the radio. Tower, how do you know my name? Mike's heart was pounding. He had made a mistake, but there was no going back now. 742 Tango, this isn't the time. Shut down the engine, feather the prop. We're doing a dead stick landing. Dead stick? I've never done that. I'm right here with you. We'll go step by step. Mike looked around. The other controllers were watching with curiosity, but Mike didn't care. His son was in danger. 742 Tango, now transition to best glide speed. 68 knots, and tell me what landing areas you see. I only see fields, and there's a road. Road is good. Choose the road. Can you see any cars? No, it looks empty. Perfect. Now enter standard pattern. We'll do left traffic. Entering pattern, but I'm too low. Mike saw Jake's altitude on the screen. 1,200 feet. Too low. 742 Tango. Energy management is crucial. Don't lose too much speed. Stay above 68 knots. Copy, but I'm scared. Mike's tears flowed. His son was scared, and Mike couldn't hold him. Jake, listen to me. You're strong. You can do this. I'm with you every step of the way. Tower, your voice sounds familiar. Mike swallowed. 742 Tango. Turn final now. Flaps 10 degrees. Flaps 10. Done. Now do you see the road? Straight ahead? Yes, I see it. Good. Approach speed 60 knots. When you get close to the ground, flare, but not too early. 60 knots. Flare. Mike held his breath. On the radar screen, Jake's altitude kept dropping. 800 feet. 600 feet. 400 feet. Tower coming in too fast. Stay calm, Jake. No power, that's normal. Just maintain your attitude. 200 feet. 100 feet. Flare! Now. Silence. Mike waited with his heart pounding. On the radar screen, Jake's transponder signal disappeared. This meant either he had landed safely or... Tower. Tower? This is 742 Tango. Mike almost collapsed. 742 Tango. What's your status? I'm on the ground. Safe on the ground. Aircraft is damaged, but I'm okay. Mike couldn't hold back his tears anymore. His son was safe. 742. Tango, emergency vehicles are en route. Just stay with the aircraft. Copy, Tower. It's in Tower? Yes, 742 Tango? Thank you. You saved me. Can I get your name? Mike remained silent for a long time. Everyone around him was looking at him. 742 Tango. I was just doing my job. No, it was more than that. There was something special in your voice. Mike turned off his microphone. He put his hands to his face. The moment he had been waiting for 20 years had come and gone. He had saved his son, but he couldn't tell him who he was. An hour later, Mike went downstairs at the end of his shift. He walked to the airport's emergency services area. He hoped to see Jake from a distance, just to make sure he was really okay. And he saw him. Jake was sitting next to the ambulance. Paramedics were checking him over. He looked healthy. Mike's eyes filled with tears. There was his son, tall brown hair, just like Mike in his youth. Jake looked around. His eyes met Mike's. And Jake stood up. Excuse me, Jake approached Mike. Are you from the control tower? Mike swallowed. Yes. Were you the one who saved me today? Mike nodded. I was. Jake blinked. I recognize your voice. I don't know from where, but I recognize it. Mike's heart was pounding. He had imagined this moment for 20 years, but how could he tell him? Maybe from TV, Mike mumbled. Jake shook his head. No, it's not that simple. Jake looked into Mike's eyes. Who? Who are you to me? Mike's breath caught. His son could feel it. Somehow he knew. I'm... Mike started. But then Jake's phone rang. Mom? Yes, I'm okay. Yes, I'm safe. Jake gave Mike an apologetic look. Mom, an incredible air traffic controller saved me. I didn't even get his name. Mike's heart stopped. Sarah. Jake was talking to his mother. Sarah. Okay, Mom. Love you too. I'll be home soon. Jake hung up. Sorry, my mother. No problem, Mike murmured. My mom always says there are people like angels in life. They save you at unexpected moments. Jake smiled. I think you're my angel. Mike closed his eyes. If Jake only knew. If that angel was actually his father? Jake, Mike whispered. Yes? You're an amazing pilot. You were very brave today. Thank you, but I was scared. Fear is normal. Courage is doing the right thing despite fear. Jake nodded. You're right, he paused. I don't know why, but talking to you is comforting. Like, he paused. Like what? Like I know you. Mike's eyes filled with tears. Maybe we met in another life. Jake smiled. Maybe? At that moment, the ambulance driver called Jake. Come on, kid, you have to go to the hospital. Protocol. Jake shook Mike's hand. Thank you. Really, I'll never forget your name. My name is... Mike paused. He could say it. He could say it now. Mike? My name is Mike. Jake blinked. Mike. That name sounds familiar, too. And Mike realized at that moment that Jake knew. Deep down, somehow. Maybe he couldn't say it. Maybe he couldn't understand it, but instinctively he knew. Goodbye, Jake. Goodbye, Mike. As Jake walked toward the ambulance, he turned around. Mike, can I ask you something? Sure. Today, was I special to you today? I mean, was it just your job? Mike remained silent for a long time. Then he smiled. Jake, today you were very special to me. Jake nodded. He got in the ambulance, and Mike watched him. His son was safe, alive. And maybe someday, maybe in the future, Jake would learn the truth. But not today. Today, Mike would remain a silent hero. Not as a father. As an air traffic controller. And that was enough. For now, it was enough. Fade out. 20 years later, when Jake becomes a commercial pilot, he will listen to old recordings and notice something in that day's audio. In the controller's voice, when he said his name, there was something broken. And Jake will start investigating. Because some secrets reveal themselves when the time is right, and some angels are actually fathers. The end.